So what I went ahead and done is added 4x4s to the inside of the side ones, and then I added 2 to the center one that are 4 feet high to match the same equal. That way eventually I can add on more to the back side, because right now you're only having this much room for standing on top. So it's going to add more onto the back, and it also, when I add a sheet across the top, it's going to have something to screw down into. Also, it's helping stand it up for me, so I can start adding 2x4s across to each of them. So here you can kind of get the gist of it. I'm going to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all the way up with the 2x4s running across. What I'm going to do next is add a little support for the center section right there, because this is 4 feet tall. I got some 2x4s that's about 2 feet tall. That way I can put one there, and I can get something in the center of this to put support going across. So I got most of the framing all done up. You can see what I was talking about with the crisscross pattern, and you can see on this back side what I was talking about with putting a support in the center of it, about halfway up, just to help it from wiggling. Anyways, next up I got to put some of this sheet wood over here on her, and then start mocking up how I'm going to put the rail on top. So this is what we got going on. Got that rail put on. The way I did it is adding a little support right here going down on the back side of this, and then drilling out a hole, and then just throwing one of them real long screws down into it. Got the 2x4, and then just drilled out the hole a little bit into the piping, and then just sank her right in. So this is the first little slab put on. Ended up taking a lot of water bottles, setting on it, trying to put some weight on it, and I ended up getting a ratchet strap, throwing it around the side to help compress it down, and then just slowly by slowly started screwing it in. Also, it doesn't come all the way up to this railing, but what I'm ending up doing is having to put another piece up on this. So we're not going to end up having enough resources to add a second layer onto here, so what I ended up doing is taking more of a notch out of this so that I can get right up on that rail smoothly. So I got 2 out of the 3 sheets on right now. I got the third one soaking here. Once I screw that one on, I'll make a line going across to trim it, and then I got to figure out some sheet metal to be able to get up on that lip. So we got all 3 of them on now. Tomorrow I'm gonna get this chainsaw and just zip off just this edge, because right now with this one overhanging, the whole ramp's kind of tilting back a little bit. So what I did here is I got the sheet metal off the side of this old refrigerator, trimmed up the sides, and then split it in half. This is seriously what took me the longest to find, to put this second part of the video together. But I finally got the sheet metal for this lip to get up on the actual ramp. And there you go. Just got to add a couple nails, and that's all she wrote. The reason I'm using nails and not screws is because the head of a nail will sit more flush, and then if you think about a screw, the screw's got that little concave to either side, so it's going to sit up on top of this, and I want this to be as smooth as possible along that metal. And there you go. She's ready to party.